Okay. This lighting, the shadows, the fireplace, all very appropriate for today's potentially very dark video. Maybe it'll be hilarious. I don't know, but we're diving into your deep, dark secrets. You guys clicked on the video. You know what you're in store for. Contrary to the setting, it's not a Freaky Friday, although I hear you loud and clear. Perhaps I will start to bring back Freaky Fridays. I'm starting to bring back old formats. I did a girly gaming, if you guys remember that. That is a throwback, and I put that up earlier this week, last week. Oh, all the weeks are mushing together. That's where I'm at right now, but thank God it's Friday. Cheers! I decided to pour one for today's video because I don't know what is about to happen. I asked you guys on Instagram to share with me your deepest, darkest secrets. Why did I do that? First and foremost is the question. But secondly, I haven't read the answers yet, so I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but I do appreciate those who did share with me. Please know I promised it would be anonymous, and I promised to continue the anonymity, literally one sip. But I do want to preface this with saying this is for entertainment purposes only. I adore you guys. I love you guys. I am not judging y'all, even if I make jokes at your secrets. This, again, all for entertainment purposes. And also, if you're having a real issue, anyone, even if you didn't submit a question, please reach out to the people in your life, to your counselors, to your parents, to your teachers, to your friends. And if you don't feel comfortable talking to any of those people that you know, please reach out to a therapist, to a crisis phone line. Whatever the case, I will leave some resources below. There's help out there, you are not alone, and your life is worth it. So please, please ask for help. I was just thinking back to a car vlog that Jeff and I were talking about someone making fun of me and my claws because I talk with my hands, and I was like so offended by that. But now that I've literally had like 3 sips, I'm like clawing for days. So you know what, girl, I understand. All right, here we go. There aren't many, which I think maybe I'm grateful for, but also that means I don't have many to choose from, so I can't ignore some. Okay, the very first one, which I am thrilled about, is, and I say thrilled because I saw 3 words, and the words were shit my pants. And now I'm in. I once shit my pants while on a walk wearing a skirt. I took my undies off and threw them into the woods. First of all, what a Lisbug, Lisa Schwartz, me way to start off this video. Couldn't love this confession, this secret more. Thank you. Secondly, I've totally done that. Thirdly, I'm a little concerned about the throwing of it into the woods. Like, respect, I get it. Like, you gotta take them off. You can't be walking in that. Totally get that. Love that option for you. But I'm worried potentially about the wildlife that's going to be attracted because of this movement. And like, what if that throws off the whole like circle of life, like the whole way the species is supposed to work? Like, what if your underwear ends civilization? Literally 4 sips, but I'm like in it to win it. Anyways, this is hysterical. I legit have had this happen on walks, as you guys know. Very sensitive stomach. So this just warms my heart, and I can't drag you for it. I can only love you for this. And you know what? Good thing you were wearing underwear. This is a lesson for all of us. Many times we don't want to wear underwear. Many times I don't wear underwear. Many times my mom doesn't wear underwear, which is an oversharing thing just in generally speaking, but for some reason she really just does not like underwear. Anyways, this is all to say, you were wearing a skirt, and so you were being responsible by wearing underwear, so you had that little defense mechanism, and then that little wrapping paper to then send that little poop off into the woods. Godspeed, God bless, thank you for sharing. Okay, next up, when I was 19, I backed into a car. Didn't see any damage, so I didn't leave a note. And honestly, I also feel like I've been there. I'm just revealing like dark secrets about myself through your dark secrets. What has this become? Let's go ahead and say, I absolutely think it's the right thing to do to leave a note if you scratch, hit, dent, anything of a car when the driver isn't there. So I mean, I'm trying to set some lessons here. I'm trying to be a role model. So like, let me just poo-poo you. But also you were 19 and also like, I totally get it. And also at least you got out to check to see if there was damage and there wasn't damage. So you went off, okay? Like I've had my car bumped into several times and no one has left a note. And like, it sucks. Like it sucks to be on the other side. In fact, my old car was a Honda CR-V and there was a huge dent made in it. Not me. I like came out and there was a huge dent in it. And that dent still remains in that car. And my mom drives that car and that dent with such pride. And that's why I love my mom. And that's why I would suggest to leave a note. You know what? Let's let this one go. I feel like you should let this one go. I feel like you're holding on to this. I appreciate you sharing, but let's go ahead and let it go. You did the right thing. You checked it out. And like next time, just leave a note. Take that off your plate of things to worry about and feel guilty about. There's so much more to come. I'm really angry at my improv company. Theater has created such trauma for me. Honestly, also understand this. Once again, making this about me, but I don't know the details of this, but firstly, I will say, my husband is an improv teacher and I respect the art, but also it's so hard and so scary. And I feel like unless you're like wholeheartedly like, I'm the best improver, I think there's a lot of emotions wrapped around it. Give yourself a little bit of a break. You are in a very vulnerable position doing improv in general, doing any sort of like theatrical, any sort of like public speaking, anything where you're like putting yourself, your whole self out on the line for people to judge you. So give yourself a little bit of like kindness and leeway. You're doing great. It is so hard. So I feel your feels. I don't know, and I want to reread this. I'm really angry at my improv company. Theater has created such trauma for me. Yeah. I don't know the details of this. Did they actually do something and like you should walk away from this gross group who is not supportive because they should be supporting you and your art? Or were you just being a little self-conscious and overly sensitive, which I have been many times, and actually this troupe is just being brutally honest with you and they're trying to make you better? I don't know, guys. Report back to me though. I am definitely interested. And also like, if they're not making you feel good, like in the long run, move on. There's many more theater companies, many more improv companies, and many more communities that should be raising you up and harnessing your talents. Cheers. I sucked my thumb from infancy to about late 20s. Honestly, I can't judge you for that either, but what do your teeth look like and what is your dentist bill looking like? Probably very expensive and probably a little stuck out, but you know what? We all have our things. I have a blankie that I slept with since I was a baby. I no longer actively sleep with it, but it's definitely in my drawer. And I feel like at least once since I've lived here, maybe 2 or 3 times I've pulled it out and slept with it. It's a security blanket. So like, I get it. The thumb sucking, security. But like, dentists are expensive, even if you have insurance. But insurance is so expensive. My first time was with a woman from Craigslist. What am I supposed to say? Okay, girl. Literally no judgment. In fact, I feel empowered with the fact that you were like, you know what? I am a strong woman and I am ready to try this with a woman, even though it's my first time. And right now, what's surrounding me is not gonna work for me, so I'm going to seek this elsewhere. That being said, I just hope that you were safe. Clearly you were. I mean, you're able to be here and talk about this and blah, blah, blah. But, this is where I'm like, I'm a YouTuber and I can't endorse things that are dangerous. So I endorse the fact that you were exploring your sexuality, you were endorsing your femininity, you were exploring all of these beautiful, gorgeous, delicious things. But oh my goodness, I hope that everything was okay and I hope that you were safe. And I just like, Craigslist is so scary. And I mean, all dating apps are scary. I mean, I met my husband on dating apps, so like I endorse dating apps, but also like I realized that they're so scary and I've watched so many documentaries and I'm gonna like step away from this conversation, but I love you and I also think you're fabulous. But let's make sure we're careful moving forward and I love you. Okay, I'm tickled by this predicament. I don't want to do the career my degree is in, but I still owe loans for it. is for the fact that you still have student loans. I feel so bad about student loans. I've been blessed. I don't have any, but a lot of my friends are still working through that, including my brother. And so like, I like feel for that, and that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. But also, I feel strongly that you shouldn't feel bad about the fact that you don't want a career in the degree that you have, even if you are paying off those student loans. I really am a believer of like everything happens for a reason, and I truly believe like you had to go through that process, even though it's still freaking costing you money. So keep moving forward and let go of that shame and guilt, and just know like that experience is going to lead you to whatever is next, and that honestly is priceless. Said their cat was adopted when it had to be euthanized due to illness. I don't know why I lied. Oh, we're ending on such a somber note. But also, I actually like understand. Clearly you're like, I don't know why I lied. And it's weird when like lies slip out of your mouth when you're not like a liar. Like it's not a normal thing that you do to tell lies, and obviously you were protecting something. Also, really quick, you have nothing to prove, and like you could have told the truth and everyone would have just had to accept that, and if they didn't accept that, then they're crazy. Because when an animal gets really sick and you have to put them down, like you have to do that. Unless you were doing that like way ahead of the fact and you didn't actually have to do that, then that's a whole nother conversation. But according to this, you really didn't have an option. I'm thinking maybe this was like a weird denial thing that you were doing by saying like, yo, it got adopted. I don't know. I don't know the situation enough to like really give a proper analysis and thought about this, but I just want to send you love. I'm giving your cat love wherever your cat may be. And maybe you would feel better if you told your friends what really happened, because sometimes just having the support of family and friends is the best. And also sometimes understanding which one of your friends or family do not support your choices is a valuable lesson in the long run. Did I make sense, guys? It's Friday. I don't know. Do we feel good? Do we feel scared? Do we feel icky? Unsure, but we did it. And for that, we're gonna clap it out. It has been such a wild and fun week with you guys this week. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we're kind of coming into a groove. And I say we because this truly is a collaborative experience. And anyways, if you missed, I put up videos Monday through Friday. So I will leave all the links below. Hit that notification bell if you haven't already. It actually really helps me, but also helps you not miss a video. And if you're not subscribed, my goodness, please subscribe. It means the world to me, and it also helps boost my channel. I'm doing this because I love doing it, and getting your feedback, getting your interaction, getting your comments just means the world to me. So thank you guys so much. I will see you next week. Happy weekend. I love you guys, and I will see you Monday. Thank you to all the people that shared their secrets with me. I love you. I adore you. See you guys Monday.